How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Canucks Land podcast, where today we're going to be going over our season review for the Vancouver Canucks. We're going to go over my team expectations to how they did, player expectations to how they did as well. But before we hop into it, I just want to apologize. Life's getting a little bit busy, so I'm not uploading as much as I can. I have some game reviews that I'm behind on. Even right now, I got to record, and then I'm gonna go play a slow pitch game, so might not be able to do the game reviews tonight. I do apologize. I'll pick it up soon. It will be going better soon. But at the moment, yeah, it's a little busy. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's get right into it. A little thing before, but let's get into it. So my team expectations to start this season were the Vancouver Canucks will finish third in the Pacific Division or first wild card spot. A little hopeful comparative to how the season went this year. I didn't do any point predictions, but if I had to give a range, honestly, I thought the Pacific Division would be better. So I would say about 98 to 96 points, a little bit weaker, but still like a decent amount of points. I'm pretty sure that gets you way better spot in the Pacific than it did for the Canucks. Let me just move over. Let's see if I can do NHL. I just want to look at the standings real quick. I forget where the Pacific Division. Yeah, 96, 98 points wins the Pacific Division, but gets you into the playoffs. So I did think the Pacific would be a little bit better than it was. I did think the West would be maybe a tiny bit better in terms of like the wild card teams. But yeah, no, it was not a great division this year, and the Canucks were not good at all. They didn't match that. They finished last with like 52 points. The worst, 58 points, 58 points. The worst team in the league by far, and have the best odds to get the first overall pick. I thought they were going to be a playoff team, and I thought they were a playoff team with Quinn Hughes. Without Quinn Hughes, absolutely not. I don't think this team is ready or close to the playoffs. Even with Quinn Hughes now, seeing what happened, I'm kind of like, if we had kept Quinn all year, I don't think we're in a different spot. Maybe we're not bottom as we are, but I don't think we're much better. Yeah, that's just my expectation for the team was I thought they were going to be better than they were, and they were not that great. That's about it. I mean, we could go over the season. It was insane. I mean, it started off with just a okay run. I'm pretty sure they won they won a good amount, like 4 of their first 6 games or something like that. Let me check it. I have it on ESPN right here. Go back 1, 2. 1, yeah, 4 of their first 6 games, 4-2 to start the season. It was looking fine. Like, I mean, the wins, some of the losses were like, ooh, but some of the wins were really nice. The wins against Dallas, and then 3 in a row right after that. 1 win, a loss, and then it was kind of just back and forth for a bit, and then we started losing. A 3-game losing streak, a win against Tampa, a 3-game losing streak after that, a win, a 4-game losing streak, a win, a 2-game losing streak, and then Quinn Hughes got traded. So we already weren't doing well with Quinn Hughes. He gets traded. Demko got hurt in that span as well, and then came back. So it was a little like just unlucky with all the injuries that were happening. But a lot of teams were going through injuries, so it wasn't really just us dealing with that. But then we trade Quinn Hughes. We go on a 4-game win streak. The rebuild was over for 4 games, and then the rebuild's back on as we lose 2 in a row, win 1 against Seattle, and lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight. Pick up a win, and then lose 3 in a row. Pick up a win, and then lose 7 in a row. Pick up a win, then lose 2 in a row. Pick up a win, a loss, and then another win. Closest wins we've had there since since the 4-game win streak of Quinn Hughes got traded, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row after that. We pick up a win against Colorado. That was a really fun game. 4 in a row after that, and then we win 3 in a row closer to the end of the season, and we pick up a loss in the last game. Honestly, I probably, hindsight 2020, I don't think that you could have predicted this season, but I should have not had as high expectations as I did for the Vancouver Canucks, because my reasoning was they did not have that great of a year last year, and they were really, really close. They were still pretty close to a wild card spot. So I thought, you know what, maybe, and it just didn't happen. It wasn't for us. We're down to the bottom, and we have a direction now. and I'm on board. I'm on board. I was waiting to hop on the rebuild train, Team Tank, for a little bit this season. I hopped on, and I'm fully on. Let's do this. Let's do this. And if we do it right. Well, that's it for the team. That's really it for the team. Because my expectations were, I thought they were going to be good. And just like, we all know how the season went. We experienced it. It was insane. Now for the players, where I did player predictions on TikTok throughout the whole offseason. I'm going to have to go look to when I start that, because I will do that in this offseason as well. I think it was after the playoffs, so we don't got to worry for a little bit. I want to see how I did with my player predictions. And were they good? Or were they bad? But before we get into it, let's get into the players that weren't playing or weren't on the team, or I just didn't do a prediction for them because I didn't think they would play in the NHL. David Kampf, 38 games, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points. Yeah, I mean, he was just like kind of a stopgap, the only thing we could really pick up, and we got a 6th out of him. Lucas Reichel, 14 games played, 1 assist. And I really thought they kind of, although he did play 14 games, I thought he was doing a little bit better in Abbotsford. Maybe you could bring up and try him again. They traded a 4th for him. They got rid of him for a 6th. So, yeah. Oman, 2 games, no points. He played really good in Abbey. I feel like he was more of a staple down there. I understand not calling him up. He was kind of the only consistent part of that season. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of consistent parts of that season for Abbey, but he was there. He played a lot of games, and he was their top point scorer, so I don't mind Oman being down there. P.O. Joseph, 31 games played, 1 goal, 5 assists for 6 points. I liked P.O. Joseph this year. I didn't think he was as bad as like a Noah Juleson, but I didn't think he was, he's not an elite defenseman. I think he was fine for what he was. I don't think he was really that big of a problem, so that's about it. Joseph was good for what he was. Mackenzie McEachran, 8 games played, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. He had that real fun stretch and then got hurt and got sent down and then hurt down in Abbey and was done for the season. I'm pretty sure he had a fun stretch. We'll see if anything comes of it. I don't think so. Joseph Labate, 1 game played. It was really surprising that he only got 1 game, and then he played the 1 game, and I was like, I kind of see it. Then he got hurt, I think, for the rest of the season. He didn't play a lot in Abbotsford. So, yeah. Jonathan Lekermacki, 13 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. We wish that he could do better. I want him to get more NHL time, and a lot of people are saying, he's got to get used to the physicality of the NHL game. He's got to build his body out. Build his body out, sure. Build out his body a little bit in the offseason and work on his speed, but the only way you get him used to the physicality of the NHL is playing him in the NHL. When he was playing in Abbotsford, he was playing great. I think he's done in the AHL. I think he has done what he can do in the AHL. He needs time. You need to play him. You can't do this thing where you bring him up for 5 games and then scratch him and then send him down. Bring him up 5 games, scratch him, send him down. You got to play him. You got to get him used to it. It could hurt his development, but I'd rather than play him in the NHL and him show he's not an NHL player than them play him in the AHL for so long and not give him much chances in the NHL and just call him not ready for the NHL. Sure, it might be the same outcome both ways, but you'll know more if you play him in the NHL. They need to play him in the NHL. Braden Coots, 3 games, no points. This was kind of just like he was doing pretty good in the preseason. Let's see if anything happens. Nope. Let's get him right back down to junior as soon as possible. And he had an amazing year in junior, and he's still playing. He's in the playoffs with Prince Albert going up against the Medicine Hat Tigers. It's gonna be a fun series. It's gonna be a real fun series. I need to get Victory Plus so I can watch it. Tom Vilander. This is probably the most most games played on this little list here. 70 games, 5 goals, 16 assists, 21 points. A very great year. Like, really good. I thought he was going to be in Abbotsford all year. Or I thought that he would be I thought he would be in Abbotsford for a little bit. Maybe by December, November, he'd get called up and then start playing really good. No, called up pretty soon to start the season. Played 70 games. He only didn't play 12 games of the Vancouver Canucks season. And, yeah, he had a great year. I'm really, really excited for his future. I really like his two-way play. Offensively, he looks like he has a little bit more that he can unlock there, and I just can't wait. I'm really happy and excited to watch Vilander play. Zeke Boyum, In 45 games, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. When Boyan plays good, he plays good. He shows a lot of potential, but there is some struggle. And it's always, he's 20 years old. There's going to be some struggle. It's the same thing with Vilander. There is some struggle. I'm excited for both of them. I think they both have really bright futures, and I'm hoping that they're able to grow into really, really good hockey players. Liam Ogren, 51 games played. 8 goals, 10 assists for 18 points. He was very surprising. A guy that I thought might get sent down to Abbotsford immediately after the trade, or play a couple games, then get sent down to Abbotsford. He impressed right away. And although, yeah, it wasn't a complete, just playing really good, obviously not point per game. Obviously, I think he was less than half point per game, obviously. But I really liked Ogren. I like his speed. I think that he was a good surprise, and I think he could still grow into something, and we'll just have to see what it is. Marco Rossi, 33 games played, 8 goals, 14 assists for 22 points. Slow start dealing with injuries. Apparently he had a broken foot throughout the entire season since October. Missed some time and then really started to pick it up. I think he had he had an insane amount of points. I don't know exactly what the points were. I think it was 20 in his 22. 20 and 22, something like that. He had a really, really good stretch. I'm excited for a full season, hopefully, of a healthy Rossi next year, and see what he can do full season with the Vancouver Canucks. And the last category of the players who weren't on the predictions for the start of the season are the 2 goaltenders. Nikita Tolopilo in 21 games, an .881 save percentage with a 3.61 goals against average. I honestly, third string, didn't really expect much. 32nd place team. He's going to get lit up. But you know what? He had some games where he did steal the show. Has a bit of a tiny bit of potential, but don't expect him to be much. I don't think he's probably going to be at most a backup goaltender, but we'll see what happens. And then Yuri Patera, 1 game played, an .825 save percentage and a 7.39 goals against average. He got lit up by Florida for 1 game. He had a good year in Abbey. So he played 1 game and got lit up, and we kind of expected it. So that's about it for that. Now to move on to the players that I did predictions for. So they were on the team, and I was ready to do predictions for them. Starting off with Quinn Hughes, I had a prediction he would get 15 goals, 80 assists for 95 points. He only ended up playing 26 games with the Vancouver Canucks, 2 goals, 21 assists for 23 points. I thought that he was slacking a little bit. I think that he could have done better with his time here. I fault him a little bit for it. You know, you could pick yourself up. You could play a little bit better, but at the same time, the team was so bad and he wanted out. Kind of understand it, but there's the term quit Hughes for a reason, so we'll say that. Elias Pettersson, I predicted 30 goals, 60 assists, 90 points. I was way too high on him. 15 goals, 36 assists for 51 points. I was 40 off, which is insane that I was 40 off. A better year than last year, but not by much, and we need him to be better. Hopefully, it can come back, but I don't know. Brock Besser, I said 35 goals, 25 assists for 60 points. He got 22 goals, 26 assists for 48. So not that bad. I just thought he would score a little bit more. His assists were close. He just needed to score more goals. And I think Besser can score more goals. I think I might do the same prediction for next season. I think I might keep it the same for Besser. DeBrusk, I predicted 30 goals, 25 assists, and 55 points. In 81 games played, 23 goals, 19 assists, 42 points. Not too far off, but still pretty decently far off. I mean, 42 to 55 is a 13-point difference, and he didn't have as many goals. Yeah, 7 less goals and 6 less assists. So, yeah, not that close, but yet again, maybe on a better year, and maybe some better 5-on-5 numbers, and we hit that goal. So I think DeBrusk was a decent goal if he actually played 5-on-5 and scored on 5-on-5. Connor Garland, I predicted 22 goals, 33 assists for 55 points. He only ended up playing 50 games, 7 goals, 19 assists, 26 points. Off by a mile. I don't think he even hit that throughout the season. Evander Kane, 25 for 50. He got 13, 18 for 31. I had way too high expectations for Evander Kane, and I'm even surprised he got 31 points with how I watched him play. It just didn't seem like he was going to be... it just didn't seem like he was that good, and I think I over-predicted on Evander Kane. I had too much hope. Philip Hedl, I thought 20 goals, 30 assists, 50 points. I thought Hedl was going to stay healthy. He did not stay healthy. He had 3 goals in 12 games for 3 points. Just an unlucky year overall. We'll see. Hopefully his health is able to hopefully he's able to not get hurt. I really wish that he doesn't. But yeah, we'll see. Filip Hronek, 5 goals, 45 assists for 50 points. He had, in 82 games, he played a full year, 8 goals, 41 assists for 49 points. Honestly, I think this is my best one. So close, 1 point off from it, 4 assists off, but he had 3 more goals. So you know what? My Filip Hronek prediction was pretty good. And maybe on a good team, Filip Hronek has a better season than I predicted. And he was pretty close. So we'll see. Niels Hoglander going down to a prediction that I got terribly wrong. 20 for 40. In 38 games, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. I don't know what's going on with Hoglander. I don't know about Hoglander's future. We'll see. I think that he stays for at least maybe the end of his contract if he doesn't get traded. I don't see him getting traded. So we'll see if he's able to turn it around, but I'm not sure. I very much have doubt in Niels Hoglander. Kiefer Sherwood, 17, 23 for 40 is what my prediction was for him. In 44 games, he had 17 goals, but only 6 assists for 23 points. And he only played 44 games with the Vancouver Canucks this season, and then he got traded to San Jose. So I was right on the goals, which is insane. That in half the season, I was right on the goals. He did not pick up that many assists. Atu Ratu, I predicted a 15-goal, 15-assist season for 30 points. He ended up getting in 66 games, 4 goals, 10 assists for 14 points. So it was 11 off on his goals, 5 off on his assists. Hopefully he has a bit better of a year. I really like how he's utilized on the face-off, and I do want to keep him around just because of that. And hopefully he's able to grow into a better, more NHL game. He has the tools. He shows you. He has some flashes. But man, I don't know if he could keep it up. Next up, we got Marcus Pettersson, 5 goals, 25 assists for 30 points. He had 3 goals, 15 assists for 18 points in a full 82 games. Just didn't really get there. He's a defenseman. It's really hard to predict those. I thought that the team would be better around him, so he'd probably pick up more. I was close on the goals, though, only 2 off. Drew O'Connor, I predicted that he would get 11 goals, 16 assists for 27 points. He ended up getting 17 goals, 12 assists for 29 points. So you know what? I did great with this one as well. Kind of flipped the goals and assists around, but I did really well overall with the O'Connor prediction. Bluger, I expected 6 goals, 19 assists for 25 points. He had 9 goals, 8 assists for 17 points. So a bit of a hurt season. He only played 35 games. So yeah, Bluger had a great year though when he was healthy. And I just want to keep him around. Such a good vet to have. Tyler Myers, I have 5 goals, 18 assists for 23 points, 1 goal, 7 assists for 8 points in only 57 games played. He got traded to Dallas at the trade deadline. I thought the team would be better around him, and so you benefit, right, if the team's better around you. So they weren't. Moving on, we got Linus Karlsson, who I predicted to have 10 goals, 11 assists for 21 points, and I expected him to be a breakout season for him at those numbers. Little did I know, Linus Karlsson in 79 games played would get 15 goals, 20 assists for 35 points. And I told you, I had low expectations for Karlsson compared to what he did, and I was high on Karlsson all offseason saying they need to play him. He's going to be good. He's going to be the best player out of the Abbey bunch. They tried Baines first. It didn't work out. They played Karlsson. He played great. I'm hoping for him to have a better season next year. I got one thing right, and I'm going to shove it in your face, even though I got a lot wrong. Next up, though, Arshdeep Baines. I predicted 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points in around 30 or 40 games. In 28 games, 1 goal, 4 assists for 5 points. So I think if he plays the 40 games, maybe close. But, don't know. Forbert, I predicted 1 goal, 8 assists for 9 points in 40 games. He only played 2 games all year, didn't get any points. And yeah, very unlucky. Very unlucky for Forbert. Not sure if he sticks around with Vancouver for the next season, but a really sad and unlucky year for Forbert. DPD, I predicted 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points in 70 games. He had 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points, so he broke it. Let's go. DPD above expectations, which is nice to see. Victor Mancini, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points in about 40 games. Mancini, 24 games played, had 3 assists. He didn't get any goals. Predicting goals for defensemen is a little tough, but I thought he would get 2, and I thought he would play a little bit more, so maybe he could have hit the goal, but 3 assists isn't too bad for the time he played. Sasson, I predicted 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points in 20 games. He ended up playing 66, had 13 goals, 6 assists for 19 points. Great year for Sasson. Really like his speed. I think that definitely helped him out. Hopefully he has a better season next year. Hopefully he stays in the NHL next year as well. Kravtsov, I predicted 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points in 20 games. He didn't play a game for the Canucks. I just thought that he would play. But yeah, that's it for the players. Moving on to the goaltenders. Demko, I predicted a 915 save percentage with a 2.55 goals against average and about 41 games max. He only played 20 games due to injury and had an 8.97 with a 2.9 goals against average. And I couldn't get the shutout stats. I could go pull it up, but I need to get this video recorded and done quick. My phone ran out of storage. I do apologize, but Kevin Lankin is the last one up. A 906 save percentage with a 2.55 to 2.66 goals against average with 2 shutouts is what I predicted for him. I don't get the shutout stats, and I do need to hurry up, so I do apologize. In 47 games played, he had an 8.75 with a 3.7 goals against average. Not a great year for Lankinen, but yet again, not a great team in front of him. I think that he could have done a little bit better. I think he did hurt himself as well. Like, just his play wasn't great, but the team ahead of him wasn't good at all. But without further ado, honestly, the season for the Vancouver Canucks is an F. Big F. Big F. I mean, like, A in terms of they might have picked a direction, but an F. I expected them to make the playoffs, and they didn't. So, yeah. High expectations by me? Maybe. Were they way worse than we probably thought they would be even at their worst? Hell yeah. So, without further ado, that is it for this one. If you're a Canucks fan and you enjoy this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, comment down below what you guys thought about the season. You can rant about the season down below. I'll listen to all of it if I have the time. And also, we're on day 5 of my fundraiser, Creators for BC Children's Hospital. We just started this week, and we're going to be doing some fun content throughout the week, starting this Sunday with a video that I'm yet to announce. I'm just going to post it. It's going to be a nice surprise video. And then week 2, we're doing a collaboration video with all the creators involved. And then the Week 3 video will be community stories, so if you're watching this video and you have any relation to BC Children's Hospital or a story, let me know if I could share it or not. And then week 4, we're doing a 12-hour live stream to end it up. That's where we're going to end it on a 12-hour live stream. It's going to be fun. We're going to get creators on. We're going to play games. It will be really, really fun. Our current, where we're at currently with it, the goal was $500. We are currently at $486 raised, and we're only on day 5. So I just want to say thank you all very much to have donated. Thank you for everyone who shared it. So the link's going to be down below if you want to go donate, and if you want to share the link as well to donate. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you all who have donated or shared yet again. And without further ado, the video on your right is the video from Monday. The video on your left is the video from Saturday. Subscribe's right down under there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.